Cocktails. From a martini to a Manhattan, most of us love them. We drink them at parties, weddings, maybe even one too many after a long work day.
But despite our indulgences in these drinks, not many of us know the story of the origin of cocktails or the science behind it.
Welcome to the Beverage Report, where today you'll be heading to London to discover the lesser-known history of Britain's favourite drinks.
As well as how hard it is to make it right. Cocktails are a drink that came into mass popularity in the 20th century. It was a drink that was seen as upper class and a symbol of high society. But in actual fact, the history of cocktails goes back way further than that, all the way back to the 1800s. If I was to tell you that this is the origin of cocktails, you probably wouldn't believe me. But it is highly likely that the name of cocktails came from this, all thanks to a man called Antoine Pritchard. Pritchard was a Haitian apothecary in New Orleans in the 1830s. He created something called Pritchard's Bitters, which was a modified family recipe. He created it to make medicine taste much better. It became such a popular drink in the New Orleans bars that Pritchard changed business and started to invent drinks, making him the first mixologist in the world. Eventually, Pritchard's efforts paid off, inventing the Sazerac, a mix of his bitters and French cognac. It quickly became the first certified cocktail to be served in the USA. The word cocktail comes from reference from Pritchard serving his bitters in an egg cup, which in French means a cockatiel, which Americans misheard for cocktail. Whether this was true or not, it's impossible not to recognise Pritchard's contributions to bar culture around the world. Which brings us up to the present day, here at the George Staple in South London, where cocktails are alive and well today. So, Joe, how popular would you say cocktails are here?
So currently cocktails are most popular for us on like Fridays and Saturdays, so from our more busy DJ nights,
Great, so people love a cocktail. So what is the most popular cocktail you think?
Currently it's either Woo Woo or Sex on the Beach at the minute. They're the two that people go to most, for sure.
Sex on the Beach, I love it. Now, back in the day, historically, it was known mostly women would drink cocktails. Is that still the case, or is it more diverse these days?
Nowadays it's just as much men that order them as women. Everyone's loving them these days.
Yes, I'm glad about that because I love a cocktail. I absolutely love it. So, would you be able to show me how to make the hardest cocktail on the menu?
Yeah, definitely. Right, so the hardest cocktail we serve here is Long Island iced tea, and hardest being just because of the amount of ingredients that we have put in it. So.
Oh, right, so how much ingredients are in it?
So ingredients-wise, we have 5 white spirits, and then a sweet and sour mix, and then Coke Zero to finish it off.
Oh, it's like one of my favourite drinks. Okay, spirits, I love a bit of spirits, so show me how we do it. Now, let's see. Is it quite a popular drink?
At the weekends, yeah, very much so. Yeah, people seem to one after the other, they enjoy it.
Really? Not just one and done?
Surprisingly, yeah.
So cool. Oh, it's white. I didn't expect it to be white.
Yeah. And then to finish it off, just a bit Coke Zero on the top.
Wow.
Long Island iced tea for you.
Look at that. Thank you, Joe. Look at that. Cheers, everyone. Well, that's about it. One man from New Orleans experiment that turns into a global business. Now, it just proves how much one man can do. But if you don't mind me, I've got a drink to drink. Actually, no. I'll stick to the glass. More sophisticated. Cheers.
So how was it?
You know what? It was really, really interesting.
Yeah?
Like, getting to go behind the bar and see how it works. And it really made me appreciate how hard it is to work in a bar. But I didn't forget about you. Oh, no. Thought you were a little souvenir.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure that will come in very useful. So what was your favourite thing about going there?
Oh, I think it has to be the making of the cocktails.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It's quite hard. It's kind of like baking. Like, you've got to get the right measurements and stuff like that. It's quite scientific. So, yeah, that was my favourite bit.
Well, I'm glad you've said that because you're right. Making cocktails can be very complicated, which is why we're going to have a go at making one ourselves.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah? You up for the challenge?
Yeah.
Great. So we can't make one here, but luckily whilst you're in London, I had a word with my friend who's going to help us make the Sazerac, the world's first cocktail.
Okay, well, I better get changed, but you lead the way.
Great, let's go.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I like it in here.
I like the darkness. Bit of dark, bit of black, yeah.
See what I did with the place?
Yes. So this is very nice, so tell me more.
Thank you. So, the challenge is simple. We have to learn the recipe for the Sazerac and recreate it from memory in less than 1 minute.
Well, that's simply enough, I think.
Up for the challenge?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, I'd like to introduce you to Monty.
Hey, Monty.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
And he'll be our teacher for the evening.
So, Monty, Lisa's been telling me that you're a bartender. So, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So my job more or less just involves making sure everyone feels welcome as soon as they walk through the door, making drinks for people, whether that be at the bar or through the ticket system, and making sure that people feel as if they're being seen to as soon as possible.
Oh, see, he's a nice one. He's a nice one.
Come to this bar all the time.
Yeah. So, what drink will we be making and you're showing us?
So if you just want to come around here and I can get to showing you guys.
Yeah.
So how to make the Sazerac. First of all, fresh glass, 6 dashes, Peychaud's bitters,
Oh, deadly
Very
six.
precise as well, I
Yeah.
have to say.
a shot of sugar syrup, single shot, a double shot of rye whiskey,
Double? This is going to be a strong one then.
But I like whiskey, so I'm happy about this. I'm happy.
I've not tried rye whiskey before though, that's a new one for
Yeah.
me.
quick little stir,
With a long spoon.
It's what? Why is it long? I don't know.
So there's no shaking involved, it is just a stir.
Good point. Good point.
squeeze a little bit of lemon in it,
Ooh,
just rim the glass with it,
Oh, I like when drinks have things around the side.
Tasty.
and add some of this. Right, so are you guys ready to get set up?
Yes,
Yeah, let's do it.
absolutely,
Let's
right.
go.
Come on.
Okay, so are you ready for this?
You know what? I'm feeling pretty confident, by the way, just to let you know.
you?
Yeah? What about you? How you feeling?
I'm feeling alright, I think I can remember the order, but it's just the time limit. I'm a
Right.
bit nervous.
I'm quick on my feet. Let's do this.
Okay.
Monty, come on, count us in, Monty.
Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's everywhere. Why have we got shaking hands?
I'm putting this
pressure's
first.
on.
I'm doing this first.
Okay.
Whiskey.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you've got the whiskey.
I'm not being as nice like you, Monty. This is
You're
not.
going to need a drink after this. Oh, God, it's everywhere.
Oh, yes.
Why can you make it so easy? Sprayed it.
So let's get
It's
this line.
everywhere.
Squeeze, squeeze.
Then run the rim. Oh, no, I've got a pin in there. Oh, God. I'm going to lose points. No.
Is that it? That's it! I won, right?
So how do you find making cocktails?
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
But you definitely make it look a lot easier than it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I watched you do it and I thought, easy, can do it.
No problem.
Yeah.
We got this.
And then the bottles are in front of you and the competition and you're like, oh.
Panic stations. And I think I got more alcohol on the workbench than I did in the glass.
It certainly was a big clean-up job for me. Well, would you like to try what you've made?
Yeah.
Yes,
why
let's
not?
give it a go. I can already see it's a slightly different shade of colour to the ones that you made, but
I think speak for yourself, I'm saying. Cheers.
let's have a go. Oh, that's so warming down the throat, isn't it?
It's really strong. You can really taste the whiskey, which I love. And like, you know, for like a 200-year-old drink, it's nice and strong, whereas
Yeah.
you don't really get that these days.
No, they're very much watered down these days, but they knew how to do it back then.
Yeah, definitely. And the lemon you could taste on the rim. That sits on your lips. Oh,
Very refreshing. Well, thank you so much, Monty, for joining us. We've had such a great time.
yeah, thank you.
And thank you to our viewers at home. Tune in again next week where we'll be exploring the ancient origins and modern significance of mead. Cheers!
Cheers!
Myself.
Yeah.